Hades is an early access roguelike game from the creators of Bastion, Transist and Pyre. Your main goal in this game is to make your way through the challenges that are thrown at you to escape the underworld and to find the answers that were hidden from you. The story isn't finished yet, so I won't pretend like I know it all, but the game is a dungeon crawler hack and slash roguelite game. If you know that, a roguelite is generally known for being really hard, and if you die, you go back to the beginning. There is nothing more disheartening than losing a long amount of hours in a matter of seconds. This creates the fun factor. High risk releases adrenaline, but in this work of art, the percentage of which you break your mouse and keyboard isn't the same as either of its predecessors. Let me tell you why. Everything is set up for you to die. You might even feel encouraged to do so, but the goal is to go in, get a lot of materials, die, come back and level up your guy. At least at the beginning. Black armor is the one thing that helps you the most because it's the main currency you buy and upgrade your stats. You wanna go for key second to unlock any type of gear and also upgrades. You have other ones like gemstones, which are used to redecorate the underworld in a way to work for you and not against you. You have boons that create the build you want while you go deeper and deeper into the dungeon. You have basic money that can be used to buy anything that RNGesus gives you while you go down there, of course. You have an organic juice that can be gifted to the NPCs, which will deepen your bond.
Now, are you being serious here, pal? You brought that all this way for little old me? That's real nice of you.
You're not so bad yourself, mate. Thanks for always being here for me to savagely attack without a second thought.
You have a fruit that will upgrade the boons you have. You have a nice, red heart that gives you health. And it's cool because it's not a generic potion. You have heat, which is basically making the game harder for bigger rewards. And a lot more coming. Geez, let me stop right here. I didn't want to bore you with my homework. So basically every time you go in, you level up your chance of getting to the top. With the stats, the keepsakes and the boons you get, that can make a lot of your playthrough so identical but so unique in its own way. All of your progress even affects the NPCs, which have a new dialogue for you every time, unraveling their interesting personalities. I hardly ever felt discouraged after death because it's just made that way. It's not bullshit, it's fun. There are small little details that can make you really happy for just existing. You have a bounty board which gives you resources when you complete them, and slowly you start investing them and you see how the house of Hades slowly becomes the house of Zagreus. The big dark-haired grumpy dude starts resenting you for it. Nyx is fighting with him, Zagreus hates him, and all of them have family problems. As I said, some interesting little details that can make you understand that you don't need next-gen graphics or some other bullshit studios throw at us nowadays. Look at how easy it is to make an interesting character by just really good voice acting and really good drawn display of personality. You care for the world around you. You want to know more. The characters are drawn in such a remarkable way. No, seriously, when I had literature, we were learning about the Greek mythology. They said that everything started from chaos, then order and beauty was born. The Greeks described chaos as an endless void, a black hole, but the only thing that comes to my mind when I hear that name after playing this game is this.
It's yours to shape as you see fit, regardless of the fate's design. Together we may twist that path a bit, if you would like.
And it's fucking cool, isn't it? The voice acting is probably the best voice acting I've ever heard. They all speak in a really cool and a different way that just shows how much work has been put into this.
Scriptures always work.
You have to understand, lad. I've been here in your father's realm for quite some time. My documented learnings became bound to me, much like this spear, you see. You can undo those bindings over time. Thus, my knowledge can be yours, whatever it amounts to.
Let's talk about the combat now. It's simple as shit and it does the job really good. You have small range of movesets with the weapons from Greek mythology currently, but I don't know, I found myself using the melee weapons more frequently than the ranged ones. Hades is a fast-paced game. You need to be moving quick and not be staying at one place waiting for a fucking arrow to charge. I really tried to find something negative and bad like a problem or so, but I just can't, you know? This game is the most rewarding and fun roguelite game I've ever played because it just gives you a vibe, it gives you a direction, but between is filled with so much charisma and spontaneity that just lost me speechless. The game for now consists of rising up heat so you can get more rewards for the upcoming updates. I just can't wrap around my head how everything I've mentioned and the fact that this game is still in early access. I can 100% recommend it to someone who wants to try out a hidden gem. And yes, it's only $20 on Steam.
Brave daughter Athena beat me to you this time, has she? No matter. With her blessing and my own, you shall be nigh unstoppable.